Let's get publishing our app for the Apple App Store. The first step is to open a developer account with Apple. So just Google Apple Developer Account. Click on the first link called Apple Developer Registration. Here you can register as an Apple developer, and you have two options. You can sign in with the Apple ID you already have, or you can create a brand new Apple ID. Signing in with an Apple ID you already have allows you to use your stored information with that Apple ID to fill in some of the information that Apple needs to create your account. Let's assume we don't have an Apple ID, or that you want to create a new Apple ID specifically for developing Apple apps. So let's click Create Apple ID. Next, you'll need to fill in all of your personal information. First and last name. You want to create an Apple ID and a password. Your Apple ID is going to be an email address that you want to use. Next, you'll answer 3 security questions. So for example, what is your favorite children's book? And then you answer the name of your favorite children's book here. You need to enter your date of birth, a second email address in case the first email address doesn't work anymore for some reason. You'll enter your mailing address, your preferred language, then you have an email preference, so you can uncheck Apple News and announcements if you don't want that. But if you do want offers from iTunes, go ahead and leave that checked. Lastly, you will fill in the CAPTCHA to make sure you're an actual human being opening this account. Once you're done, you click Create Apple ID. The next step is to verify your email address. Apple is going to send you an email that looks like this. You want to go down to Verify Now, click that. Next, you'll need to enter your Apple ID and your password just to make sure that everything's on the up and up. Now we see that our email has been verified. The next step is to go back to the developer account registration, which is at developer.apple.com/register. Now we're going to go ahead and use our Apple ID that we just created. So we'll click Continue, sign in. You'll be taken to developer.apple.com after signing in, and you'll want to scroll down, and down at the bottom you'll see an area called Become a Member. Click on the Learn More link, and it'll tell you about the Apple Developer Program. It says right now that the developer program is $99 per year. That's for iOS, and there's a separate one for Mac developers, which is also $99 per year. We want the iOS developer program, so we'll click Learn More. Then we'll click the Enroll Now button. Click Continue. And we've already signed in with our Apple ID, so we want to use an existing Apple ID. We'll click Continue. Then we need to specify whether we're enrolling as an individual or organization. And that choice is really completely up to you. I'm going to enroll as an individual, so I'll click the Individual button. Next, you'll want to add your credit card billing information and click the Continue button. Now you want to select your program. Again, they give you options, and we want to choose the iOS developer program and click Continue. Make sure our billing information is correct. Click Continue again. Then you need to read through the agreement. It's very long. Check the box that you agree to it and click the I agree button. Next, you're going to buy your access to the developer program, so we'll click Buy Now. Now, again, we need to sign in using our Apple ID, and we'll enter our password. Click Sign In. On the next screen, you'll want to verify your credit card information and billing address. If you signed up as a business, there may be additional business identification numbers that you need to add. Once you do that, you hit the Checkout button, and you'll come to a page like this that says Thank You and gives the purchase details. The next step is to wait up to 2 days for Apple to process your application and send you access to your developer account. And once your application is processed, Apple will send you details on the next steps for accessing your developer account, and you're off and running. One note as you're waiting for your Apple developer account to be processed is if you go to Como and you go to the To Market area, make sure you're on the App Store tab. You can look through some of the next steps by clicking Get Your Apple Certificate. Apple submission is a little more difficult than Android and Amazon, and Como's done a really nice job of laying out the process for you. So while you're waiting, maybe make some tweaks to your app before it goes to the Apple development process, and get excited because this is the biggest app market in the world.